Welcome into Fantasy AI. Moving on. All right, back in the computer room today, we're going to look at round one hit rates. How successful we are at getting those top 10 at quarterback, running back, wide receiver, picking the top 10 that are going to be actually finishing the top 10. How good are we at it? Well, let's see here. Top 10 rankings from 2023, preseason, before we went in. Listed Patrick Mahomes first, all the way to Anthony Richardson 10th. So this was the rankings this way. And how they finished is on the bar graph. See right here, Josh Allen finished first, the lowest because he's first. Patrick Mahomes finished about 6th here. So you can see he's there, but he did finish in the top 10, and that's what we're gauging here. How many of these finished in the top 10? Well, you can see the first 4 and Trevor Lawrence all finished in the top 10 at quarterback. So that puts us at a hit rate of 50% accuracy. So you'd think we would be better at calling the top 10 quarterbacks, but we hit there at 50%. You can see the Justin Fields, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, and Tua almost made it but didn't, and Anthony Richardson. They were disappointments because they were ranked in the top 10, didn't finish in the top 10. So let's move on over to running back and see how we did. Well, you can see here, we got 5 out of 10. That puts us at a hit rate of 50%. So we're about the same at running back, 5 out of 10. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey did great. He was the number 1. But some misses here are Austin Eckler. Didn't even finish. He finished about 26th and was 3rd rank. I mean, boy, you don't want that to happen to you this year. Who do you got 3rd? Or maybe here 4th or 5th. All 3 of these didn't finish in the top 10. Barkley, Pollard. You can see here they did. So next one, Derrick Henry did finish, but Chubb and Josh Jacobs. So anyway, 50% accuracy. Let's move on to wide receiver. Whoa, you can tell right away here there's only 4 out of 10. That puts us at 40% accuracy at calling wide receivers. So Justin Jefferson didn't make it, got hurt. Jamar Chase never lived up to that hype after that first year. The next 2 years, hasn't finished in the top 10, but they still rank him high. Tyreek Hill, he's great, always up here. And hey, CeeDee Lamb here, you can see he came out of the 6th spot to finish first. And you know what? They got him ranked first this year, but hey, he was 6th last year, you got to remember, coming in. Mont St. Brown, some solid here, got in. But anyway, 40% accuracy there at wide receiver. Well, let's take a look at the tally here. We got quarterbacks at 50% accuracy. Running backs, we can call 5 out of the top 10. And at wide receivers, we only hit on 4 out of the top 10, 40%. So I guess we're not as good at calling wide receivers. Well, tight ends, we hit 40% as well. And kickers, we were the worst at 30%. That means out of the top 10 ranked kickers last year, if you wanted to get a good one and you got it, well, you were only right 3 out of 10 times. That's not very good. You might as well not even try. Hey, 50-50 after that. So to stay out of the top 10 of kickers is what I'm telling you. Anyway, going back. So, hey, one thing we did notice here, though. At quarterback, at least the first 4 were the first 4, right? The first 4 all finished in the top. So here at least, the higher up the scale, the better chance they're going to be in at quarterback. And we know that again this year. I mean, that's where our draft strategies are kind of sitting this year. We want one of those top 3 here, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson. If you don't get one of these 3, you might as well wait and take one of those quarterbacks. I don't consider Patrick Mahomes great quarterback, best quarterback in football, but he's not the best fantasy football quarterback. He doesn't get as much of his legs like these 3. These 3 are just above the rest, and they're worth the capital, draft capital, because look at the accuracy you get here with those 3. If you're in a 2-quarterback league, 1, 2, 3 right there. Enough said. Just because of the accuracy of that. And you need 2 quarterbacks, hey. But all right, and then let's take a look at those running backs. See, they work here. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, yeah, he stands alone. If you've got that number 1 pick in anything, yes, Christian McCaffrey. But after him, well, look where we were. Heck, they were all towards the back end. Austin Eckler, you see there, failures. But so the running back, they're kind of not up their group. They're sporadic throughout it. And the wide receivers were kind of that way too, in the middle. So so what I'm saying with this is it doesn't increase your accuracy. The further you're up here on the scale you're going at these two, was a quarterback, but at running back and wide receivers, you're just hitting anywhere in there at your 40%, 4 out of 10. So these first round picks are looking kind of shaky, if you know what I mean. We got to get these accurate and safe. All right, then, let's bring them out. Let's bring out the consensus rankings right now of the top 10 in a 1-quarterback league. Got A.J. Brown coming in at 8, Justin Jefferson at 7, C.D. Lamb at 6, though they might move him ahead of Tyreek now, since he's back. Robinson at 3, Breece Hall at 2, and Christian McCaffrey at 1. So that's a consensus rankings right now. If you go out on the popular sports thing, you might find them in rankings. So let's go ahead and bring out last year's again. Now this was last year's preseason picks before the season started, and this is how they would have been drafted, possibly in your league. Every league's different, so we don't know for sure, but these were the top 10 ranked in the same order as this last, they're the one we have now. And you can see how they are right there. We bring them out. Christian McCaffrey looks good there, but some of the others aren't even in the top 10. All right, so let's take a look there. We start here with the first. Austin Eckler didn't make the top 10. All right, so let's mark out Robinson. Let's just pretend like how this might go this year with the same accuracy. Well, Barkley didn't make it. Justin Jefferson didn't make it. You can see what I mean. They didn't make it. Well, here, Austin Eckler finished 28th. Barkley 13th. Justin Jefferson 26th. Jamar Chase 13th. So they didn't make the top 10. So let's take the guys that they're average that didn't make it. So that's what it might look like. You see that? I mean, that's truthfully what it might look like if we have the same success rate as we did last year. You might get 1, 2, 3, 4 of the guys that actually show up out of that first round. That put us at a 40% chance of getting it one right. So now we're down to a 4 out of 10 to getting it right. Well, let's take a look here. We broke these down earlier. So here you see that the quarterback's top 5. Remember, we got 4 out of 5 there. Where's the running back for top 5? 2. And we did 2 out of the top 5 at the receivers. So it's not going very good for those running backs and receivers. Top 10, that's how we got to the 40%, because all you guys took was running backs or receivers in that top 10, right? In a 1-quarterback league, right? Well, hey, that didn't pay off very good. Certainly in a 2-quarterback league, in these days, the number 1 pick is Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Lamar Jackson. Then you could possibly flirt with taking McCaffrey. But in quarterback leagues, those are such difference makers. And then you can maybe go back to Mahomes. But that's in 2-quarterback leagues. That in a 2-quarterback league, 1, 2, 3, because you can't beat the accuracy here. You're 1 out of 4, 4 for 4 out of those first picks, and getting it right. Here, look at that. 50-50 on there. Not even 50, 40% chance on those. So, hey, it's in the 2-quarterback league, there's no contest. But on 1-quarterback leagues, I mean, hey, I guess that answers Christian McCaffrey here. I mean, hey, so let me bring in my little cheat sheet. I don't know if you saw the last video I did. Or it might have been 2 videos again. But these are the difference makers right here. And this is how much. This is all of them out of that first so many picks. Anybody who's a difference maker. All right? What's that difference maker mean? Well, see Christian McCaffrey here and Kyren Williams. They're at the top of the list of the difference makers. 7.7 and 6.9. How did I derive at that? If you didn't go back and watch that video, here, I'll tell you here in a second. Here's Josh Allen coming in up there at the, well, he coming in here at number 3 on the list. Here, you see him? He 5.52 is what his marking is. All right. So what's that? He was 21 point average. Well, he's 5.5 better than the 10th quarterback, which is Kyler Murray at 16 points. So if you have him, you're getting 5.5 more on your roster each week, game average, than the 10th quarterback. Well, you see Christian McCaffrey and Kyren Williams makes the difference at running back, but the next one's on the list is Josh Allen. Right? You see that point difference? That's 5 points. Right? So when you're sitting around flirting around trying to get the difference between Jonathan Taylor, who's 6th on the list, and the equivalent running back is Gibbs, well, you're dealing with a 1 point difference. So when you're, I got Jonathan Taylor, but better than Gibbs, well, that's 1 point difference you're talking about there from the 6th running back to the 10th. From that first quarterback to the 10th quarterback, there's a 5 point difference. You'd be averaging 5 more points for your team if you have Josh Allen versus Jonathan Taylor over Gibbs. Right? So, hey, it's right there. Right? So, Jonathan, you can see right here, that's why I made this move. If you guys saw my snake video, you might think I'm crazy here, right? I had Josh Allen on the 10th pick because he's a difference maker. He should have been up here, right up in the 4th or 5th, 6th pick, really. But hey, it's hard to accept the change, I guess. But in one quarterback leagues, Josh Allen's is 5 point difference, right? You saw that on the table. So, and if you didn't see that, I'll go back to it. If you didn't get a good look at this table and the difference makers like Tyreek Hill and CD, they 5, 4. Yeah, they're difference makers over that 10th one. If you didn't see that video, go back and look at that difference makers, right? But very important. It's like a cheat sheet, how important those are. Tight ends are important if you got them. How much more they are over the 10th. That really drops off at tight end. But, all right, so we see kind of how we should maybe be picking these. That was the snake one. Well, I'm going to try to give you my top 10 or how they should go or the safest ones. Let's go over those. First, though, if you're liking what you're seeing, please hit that like. Please hit that subscribe. Give me that subscribe button or that thumbs up. I like them. All right, let me run through these preseasons happen. Let me update my top 12 snake one quarterback standard league. Breece Hall. A lot of people have him a lot higher than I do. I have him coming in at 12th. They've got him ranked 2nd. I just don't know what they're seeing here. Team 31st last year. And I assume they're assuming that Aaron Rodgers is going to come in and save the day on his white horse. I just ain't buying it again. I'm not going to put my first round capital in something like that. Breece Hall did finish 7th, and he is quite a good player. I'm not saying he's not. But, hey, if he has a little weakness to his game, it's that short yardage and possibly goal line here, right? Well, how'd they address that at New York? Well, they brought in Braylon Allen. 35 touchdowns last year, or over the last 3 years at Wisconsin. I mean, big bruising back, gonna possibly take over some of that. Anyway, I don't see it 7th around last year. I don't like the team's prospects. Anyway, moving on. I'd skip him if I were you. CeeDee Lamb. Everyone loves him too. The 6th overall, 3rd in his wide receiver. Now that's probably gonna go back up now that he's signed. So he's signed now. He does have an easy schedule. Everything's great here. Where's the only place they can go down is down, right? The only thing. and they don't repeat at first, I just get off the CD bandwagon. He was ranked 6th last year, don't forget. We showed. So, did he have his up year last year? Well, might have been. Josh Allen, I got coming in at 10th. They've got him ranked 31st. If you take anything out of this video, when you're sitting there deciding between the 9th and 10th running back or the 9th and 10th receiver, and he hasn't gone yet, you're talking about a difference of a half a point between those two? And this is 5 points difference we've shown. You get out there and get Josh Allen. Don't buy the whole, but he doesn't have Gabe Davis, who was in the 30th something receiver, right? Or he doesn't have Stephon Diggs, where he was kind of falling off at the end, all right? So, hey, I'm not worried about that at all, because what makes Josh Allen different is that running. 15 rushing touchdowns, 500 yards. Every time they need a third down, he just runs and goes, gets it, keeps the drive alive. Just love him. So, anyway, don't sleep on Josh Allen. Kyren Williams, starting to get a little bit more trust back in him, right? Well, one thing is they got the 7th offense. Take that against Breece Hall there. He had the 30th offense. He's got the 7th offense to work with. And they, Puka Nakua, Cooper Kupp, hey, they can't just focus on him. And he finished 3rd last year. You saw those explosive games. Hey, are we worried about injury? Yes. But you know what? Recent news has him returning punts. They wouldn't put him out there if they didn't think he was healthy. I've got him up there in my 9th overall. And they've got him 11th overall. Jonathan Taylor, I got him next at 8th. They've got him 4th overall. Of course, I'm worried that Anthony Richardson might steal some of the goal line work. And yeah, they can work as a possible 1-2 combination. I still like Jonathan Taylor, but I have him at number 8. Derrick Henry, let's move on. I love him. They've got him at 18th, right? 10th running back. You get out to yourself and get you some Derrick Henry. 5th finish last year. Look at those numbers. He finished 5th with Tennessee. He's now moved up to one of the top offenses. They're going to be scoring twice as much as Tennessee did. Matter of fact, I think I did a video on that. Now, yes, Lamar Jackson's there, but that's what's going to help open it up for Derrick Henry. Having them both. You can't focus on one. I just love Derrick Henry. I think there's going to be more. Now, listen, touchdown man. Led in carries last year. Now he's on a better team. Hey, more touchdowns this year. Scoring's up. He's the one that's going to be getting them. I know Lamar Jackson ran in 5 touchdowns last year, but I just love Derrick Henry. I think they're crazy overlooking him. Barkley's next. I got him 6th. They've got him 9th. Just love this situation here. You can see here he's got the 2nd easiest schedule. On the team, 8th offense. Great offense. Got him 2nd. Hey, I love it. Get him something. They just moved moving on. How about Amon St. Brown? Coming in at number 5. They've got him 12th. Why do I like him so much? Just so much security. The Detroit team 3 offense, they were team 4 offense the year before. And they're always going to be Jared Goff. Well, nothing explosive, but always is there. Finished 8th last year, actually. Easy schedule for him. Look at that, 8th. What? Amon St. Brown, 14th, a little bottom half at least. But anyway, you can't come into the game saying you're going to focus on stopping Amon St. Brown because they got Laporta down here. He's going to, number 1 tight end last year. You got the dual head running backs. Maybe this Williamson can come on. But anyway, Amon St. Brown, just so safe. And that's what we're talking about. We want some safety in that first round. I love him there. Let them take a flyer on Breece Hall or some of those others. Justin Jefferson, I've got number 4. They got him ranked 7th. Here it comes again. Well, Justin Jefferson, you can see here he averaged 13.7 in that 10 games he played. Well, his lifetime average is 13.7. 13.4, I believe. So he's done it his whole career, right? He's led, he's done it all. And look at this number, easy 8th schedule. The focus of the team. Although I think Aaron Jones might get some noise here as the little receiving, if he's healthy, receiving and all that. But Sam Darnold, I'm not that worried that he's in there. 10th easiest schedule. If he gives us middle of the road, well, that's going to be enough with Justin Jefferson as the focus, right? And, oh, well, then they'll just double cover. They've tried that in the past. He's lifetime 13.4. 0.4 average. Love Justin Jefferson. Safe. You know he's going to be there. Tried to address the little bit of hamstring problem he had last year. He says he's on a new diet, new life, going to take care of that. I trust him. Tyreek Hill, I trust. Who doesn't? I've got him ranked 3rd. They've got him ranked 5. I don't know what they're thinking there. I mean, look at that. Number 2 finished. Top average last year at 16.2. Love me some Tyreek Hill. Just a no-brainer. I mean, safe. Always there. Right? So, excuse me, I like Tyreek Hill at number 3. My number 2 is Robinson. You know, you just can't get past. I mean, hey, finished 9th last year. We were disappointed in his 9th place finish. Just was a stud coming out of college. High draft pick. And now the news is Raheem Morris says we're going to get him the ball as much, damn ball as much as possible. Right? Centerpiece of Zach Robinson's offense. Get him in as many ideal situations as possible. We've seen it all. Hey, they've got him right there. I love him. 5th easy schedule. Right? Everyone gonna be sleeping on Atlanta. You know, Kirk Cousins, can he come back and do good? Hey, if not, they got a rookie here to take over but I just love me some Robinson. And number 1, of course, is Christian McCaffrey. Who doesn't love him? He's everyone's number 1. You see the scoring. 20.5. Just amazing. Hey, don't worry about his schedule. He is, he is the guy. Number 2 offense. Just love it. Jordan Mason's the new number 2. I need to update this. That surprise cut on Mitchell. Or was it he going to be out for the year? So Jordan Mason will be the handcuff to Christian McCaffrey. But we love Christian McCaffrey. Everyone does. He's everyone's number 1. So there's my top 10. All right. Hey, I'm going to get ready to fill a short here. Got some shorts to fill. So this is a warning. This is a rapid repeat. Fantasy AI with some top 12. Breece Hall comes in at number 12. Love the player. Don't like the team offense there at all. CeeDee Lamb, everyone's favorite. I've got him ranked 11th. They've got him ranked 6th. Hey, injury risk. That story's been played. Josh Allen, love him. I've got him 10th. They've got him 31st. Are they crazy? 5 points a game difference maker. Kyren Williams, love him. I think he's healthy. They got him returning punts, maybe. Jonathan Taylor, love him. He's always there. Derrick Henry got a team upgrade. Going to be playing with Baltimore this year. What a great... Barkley got a team upgrade with Philadelphia. Going to get a lot more points there and opportunity. How about Amon St. Brown? They're one of the top offenses. Always there in Detroit. Love him. Safe pick. Justin Jefferson here. We love him. Lifetime always there in the top. We love him. Sure thing. Tyreek Hill's a sure thing. Got him at number 3. Number 2, get him the dang ball, Bajoran Robinson. Love him there at number 2. And Christian McCaffrey's everyone's number 1, going to be number 1 again.